One of the biggest questions I get from beginners is, when can I drink my first beer? When will it be ready? Stay tuned. Let's get to it. First of all, Big Rob says, cheers and welcome to Make Beer Easy, baby. Yeah. All right. The answer is, it depends. Depends on a few things. Number one, it depends whether you're doing kit or you're doing grain. Number two, it depends on your packaging setup. Are you using bottles or using kegs? Okay. You can absolutely do 4 to 5 days grain to glass. I would highly not recommend it if you're doing a kit. 4 to 5 days is going to taste like shite. 4 to 5 days if you're doing all grain, still don't completely recommend it. I don't do it, but if you're in desperate need for beer, then absolutely, as long as you're kegging, you can do 4 to 5 days from the grain to the glass. Now, how long will it take before you can drink your first good tasting beer? I'm going to tell you, it's anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, okay? So you want to get over this. The biggest mistake beginners have is they don't have patience. They want it right away. I get it. Been there, done that. Been doing this for so long now, I just don't give a shit. I'm just on a rotation, so I've always got beer fermenting, so I'm good to go. But 2 to 4 weeks. So here's the deal. If you're using a kit, absolutely go 2 to 3 weeks in the fermenter. Minimum 2 weeks. The kits have gotten better, and if you follow my trainings on how to make them even better, change the yeast, dry hop, and a few other little tips I give on some of my videos, maybe I'll put a link under this video so you can check that out. I would recommend 2 to 3 weeks to get good tasting beer. That's in the fermenter, okay? Grain, same idea. I do minimum 2 weeks. It's more important for the kits, really, just because the longer you leave it ferment, the yeast is going to clean up the beer. It's going to get better flavor, better taste. Not going to get them any of the off flavors, or hopefully any of the off flavors. Grain, same deal. I let her go 2 weeks minimum. Again, just so the yeast has time to clean itself up. The beer is going to be clearer tasting, clearer looking, cleaner tasting. It's just going to be a better beer. So my recommendation, 2 to 3 weeks in the fermenter. And then if you're going to bottle, bottling, you want at least 2 weeks of conditioning. Now, this also, you want a cold crash. Like, unless you got a real hoppy beer or a real cloudy beer, hazy beer, then you don't need to cold crash. But I love a clear beer, so I cold crash 2 to 3 days. I'm pointing at my Danby / kegerator deal over there, converted kegerator using an ink burn. So I cold crash in there 2 to 3 days. That'll clear it up. Okay. If you're kegging, well, first of all, if you're bottling, it's going to take, I'd recommend 2 weeks. Again, just you're going to give it enough time to condition, be a better tasting beer. Carbonation will happen in 7 days in a bottle, probably even less, 5 days. But again, if you want good beer, you're going to want, I would say, 2 weeks in the bottle. Kegging, if you keg, it's much quicker. There's different ways to keg. Again, I'm pointing at my Danby over there. I do 24 hours on the gas at 35 PSI, 24 hours, gas completely turned off. Use that at my brew pub, make great carbonation. It was great. If you want it real quick, I've done this few times. When I was doing grain to glass and need a beer for Christmas, whatever, you take the keg, you roll it on the ground, and you do that for about half an hour to an hour. You're going to have carbonated beer. It's not going to be the best carbonation, but you definitely can drink it. Then you get to set it and forget it. I'm just looking here because I haven't done this one in a long time. But we're talking about set it to 10 to 12 PSI and then let her sit for 5 to 7 days. Okay? And then you've kind of got a hybrid between what I do and what we'll call burst carbonation. Okay? 24 hours, about 20 PSI. You can even go up to 30. Okay? 24 to 48 hours. I wouldn't go 48 because I think you get over carbonated. Again, I don't do this one. I've done it, but I don't do it anymore. And then reduce to about 8 to 10 PSI for a few days, and 2 to 3 days, and you'll have some good tasting beer, nicely carbonated. My favorite is definitely the 24 hours on the gas at 35 PSI, 24 hours off the gas, good to go, hasn't failed me once. So that's what I got, guys. That's as quick. Again, you can do it 4 to 5 days if you got a keg set up. That's your quickest. Not going to be great tasting beer, but definitely something you can consume in a pinch, 100%. If you want to make good beer, I'm about 3 weeks because I'll do 2.5, whatever in the fermenter. Then I use kegging mostly, and I do the 24 hours on, 24 hours off that I just said about 3 or 4 times. That's what I got, guys. If you're new to brewing, check out the link under this video where you can go subscribe to my Beginner Brewers Bootcamp. And if you've been brewing for a while or you're looking to get into all grain, there's another link that you can get my my personal best-selling, 5 best-selling beer recipes from my brew pub that I had. So that's what I got, guys. Any questions, feel free to reach out. And that's Big Rob. Well, he gone, yeah.